Hi friends, welcome to our YouTube channel. My name is Akshay Kumar. Today I am going to discuss about investment in financial or a physical gold. Without wasting our time, let's begin our discussion.
Invest in physical or a financial gold. Let's begin with introduction. Gold in the form of jewelry is not only used as a wearable but also work as a tool to tide your financial emergencies. So buying gold has a traditionally been a financial support system over the years. Ways of investing in golds. There are two ways of investing in gold. First is physical, the second one is financial gold. Physical gold. The first option of a physical gold is jewelry. India certainly cherishes possessing gold, but owning it in the form of jewelry has its own concern about safety, high cost and outdated design. There are making charges which could prove to be a costly affair. The making charges on a gold jewelry, which typically ranges between 6% and 14% of the cost of gold, may go as high as 25% in case of special design, are irrecoverable. Second is gold coin scheme. Gold coin scheme can be bought from jewelers, bank, non-banking finance companies, and now even in e-commerce website. The government has launched ingeniously minted coin which will be have the national emblem of Ashok Chakra engraved on one side and Mahatma Gandhi on the other. The coins are available in denomination of 5 and 10 grams, while the bars will be of for 20 grams. The Indian gold coin and a bar will be of 25 carat purity and 999 finance carrying advanced anti-counterfeit features and the tamper-proof packaging. All coins and bars will be hallmarked as per BISI standards. These coins are distributed through designed, designated and recognized MMTC outlets through specified bank branches and post offices. MMTC also offers a transparent buyback option for Indian gold coin through its own showroom across India. MMTC will repurchase the Indian gold coin intact. Now moving further with financial gold. First option is Gold Exchange Traded Fund, which is also known as ETF, an alternative way of owning paper gold in a more cost-effective manner through the gold exchange traded funds, such as investment happens on a stock exchange with a gold as an underlying asset. What's more, the higher initial buying and even selling charges that go into owning the jewelry, bar, or a coins gives an extra edge to low-cost gold ETF. The transparency in pricing is another advantage. The price at which it is bought is probably the closest to the actual price of gold. Therefore, the benchmark is the physical gold price. The second option is SGB, Sovereign Gold Bond. Sovereign gold bond is another way of owning paper gold. They are issued by government, but availability is not on the top basis. Instead of the government will intermittently open a window for a fresh sale of SGBs to investors. This could typically happen every 2 to 3 months and the window will remain open for about a week. For investors looking to purchase SGBs anytime in between, the only way out is to buy earlier issues and which are listed in secondary market. The last option of buying financial gold is e-gold, digital gold. You can now purchase gold coins, bars, and jewelry online. Digital gold is offered on the mobile wallet platform of Paytm and Gold Rush. Is offered by Stock Holding Corporation of India on their website. While Motilal Oswal has launched Me Gold, a digital gold online investment, all these are offered in the association with MMTC, PAM, a joint venture between public sector MMTC and the Switzerland PAM SA. Making a choice. Initial cost of owning physical gold in the form of bars or coins is anywhere around 10% and it is even higher for a jewelry. SGB and a gold ETF, both paper gold, are cost effective as there is no entry cost in SGB, while costing for a gold ETF could be around 1% only. SGB should benefit those who want to invest in gold for a longer period as its mature it's after 8 years. Although the lock-in ends from the fifth year, however, the gold ETF provides much better liquidity than SGB. Owning a unit is much easier than the SGBs as it's entirely online in a case of ETFs. The risk owning holding also doesn't exist in both. The big difference in on the taxation front, gains in SGB on a redemption are tax exempt, but the gains in the gold ETF after 3 years are subject to 20% tax after post indexation. The only disadvantage with gold ETF is that its unit won't be on the additional interest of 2.5% per annum like you would get for SGBs. At last, I would like to conclude with get a clarity as to why you need to invest in gold. Is it for a marriage purpose or pure investment? For investment, one should not have more than 10% of the total portfolio in a gold. Choose a gold ETF or SBGs depending on how comfortable you are managing in investment online. Keep the worries of priority security aside.
That's all for today. I hope you like this video. Thanks for watching.